We have the Shield in a 6-man tag against Kane and the middle-age Outlaws. I'll be nicer to them. Some people call them the old-age Outlaws. I call them middle-age Outlaws, even though Billy is 50. Oh, Billy looks good for 50.
He looks great for 50.
Probably should cut the ponytail off.
Hey, he goes out there.
Even Paul Heyman cut his ponytail off.
Oh, God. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Ponytail's out. Somebody should tell Michael Hayes. I'm going with the Shield. They could have the heels win to further the split between the Shield. I really hope, because they've got something with this babyface Shield. I mean, they got these new T-shirts. We saw them at the Superstore, the Hounds of Justice, and they have like another one. They could get 6 months easy out of a babyface Shield running roughshod. All 3 of those guys are going to be big stars individually. They're still young. You don't have to rush into it. If they do, I don't mind it. You know, Roman Reigns, I guess, is probably their chosen one for the future, which hopefully doesn't mean bad things for Seth Rollins. I think Seth Rollins has been the star of that group the last month, at least.
MVP.
Exactly. I got confused there. I thought you were talking about the TNA MVP.
Monte via Sports.
I haven't watched, by the way. I don't even know what the hell happened on Impact last night. I didn't read the results. I didn't watch the show. I don't know if I'll even watch the show.
You'll watch the show.
So all the TNA fans out there, you know, again.
We're not covering TNA today?
We are not covering TNA. TNA takes a back seat when we do these shows. But yeah, so all 3 members of the Shield are going places. It's just a matter of how quickly do you want to pull the trigger and do a split. It seemed like they were building to that right around this time, if not at WrestleMania, the night after. You're going to get that hot crowd. And you figure if it was going to be Rollins and Ambrose turning on Reigns and Reigns gets this great reaction, I would like to see them stay together for a little bit longer. And if that's the case, there's no reason for the Shield to be losing this match. It would be an atrocity for them to lose to Kane and the New Age Outlaws at WrestleMania. I heard the Outlaws wanted this match. They wanted to work with the Shield. I want to work with the Shield too. You don't see me getting up in there in that ring. That's another thing. The Outlaws are supposed to get their tag team title rematch, and it's like this whole thing just came out of nowhere. It's almost like this was like a last-minute change. This whole undercard is just so put together at the last minute. There's no outcome here that I want to see other than the Shield winning this match. Anything else is an injustice. Would you agree?
Absolutely. 100%. I mean, really,
it's the only outcome that makes sense. And I think they will carry these guys to a good match. Because the Outlaws, especially for their age, they still move around pretty good. Kane, you know, corporate Kane, who looks like your uncle at Thanksgiving after he's had a big meal, is fine.
Right.
He's not the Kane, believe it or not, at one point, Kane used to move pretty quick for a big guy and all that, but he's getting older. I still like Kane, but let's just accept him for what he is here. He's not the most exciting guy to watch in the ring. So I'm sure the Shield are going to have to carry them to some degree in this match. And they need to win. They need a big win at WrestleMania.
That music from the Shield hits, and it is
people
still,
go crazy.
It is.
They're still over.
They're coming through.
People
the crowd.
have not gotten tired of them. They're still over.
It's great. It's great.
But that goes to what can be said for when you actually put your muscle behind guys and you push them and you don't de-push them. You push them and you don't pull the rug out from underneath them and knock them back down a peg or two. These guys have been pushed hard from day one. They went undefeated for a long time. Then they started losing a little too often. But they've always been kept strong. The stuff with the Wyatts. I mean, they get This Is Awesome chants before they even lock up.
This match should have been the Wyatts versus the Shield.
It would have been nice to see the Shield and the Wyatts at WrestleMania.
That match that took place at the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view
was phenomenal.
Was your WrestleMania moment.
It was awesome. It was, and the Raw match they had back in Chicago, I think it was, on the 3rd.
Yeah.
Awesome stuff.